What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Savage Lands. My name is Splattercat, and as always, I'm happy to have you here today. Today we're going to build. I know I said I was going to do that in the previous episode and then just kind of like forgot about it. We started running around and doing random stuff, and so I apologize. But in today's episode, we're going to try and actually like build some stuff, like a place for us to live, a place that we can finally call home. First, we gotta clear the nasty little skeletal. I don't know. He's got like some kind of weird hip thing going on. Looks like he did the twist too much back in like the 60s, and then ultimately his body just never recovered. But we do need the cloth, which is why I go out of my way to kill him every single time that I see him. It's because cloth is actually pretty difficult to come by. You wouldn't think that it would be, but it's hard to come by. It's very, very difficult to find. So anyways, here in town, we need to build ourselves. I don't know. Let's build just about anything. In fairness, like I just want to build something that is a project that can show that the building system is functional. There's a pike of resurrection. Huh. I suppose I should probably make one of these then, shouldn't I? Let's make a pike of resurrection, I don't know, like over here. Yeah, that'll do it. Do I have 3 skulls? Here, let me put the other skulls on. I do like the fact that the game uses the same building system from like the forest, where you put things down on the ground and then you have to actively build them back up. I should probably grab this. There we go. We just need like 2 more of those, right? Let's bring those back in and over here. I love the way that it uses the same system from the forest where you put down a blueprint and then it actively fills in. Like it actually takes 3 skulls in order for this. Oh, wow. It's all like shiny and effervescent. It looks like in some ways it might actually help out if you had like a sinus blockage. Like, these breathing skulls make my sinuses feel so good. That's the best feeling ever when your sinuses have been all busted up. We could do a stone house, a wooden house. The lean-to, not really worth it. It does not give you a respawn point. It is lying to you right now. That thing has never and will never give you a respawn point, at least until they patch it. At least until they patch it. But for right now, mine doesn't. I have one down by the beach that I built, and I spawn all over the place. This thing, I assume, is the one that we actually want to look for. I don't know which one I like better, the little shack or the stone house. The stone house, I think, looks a little bit more pleasant, so I'll probably build it. I don't know if you can build within city limits, because this all might... Oh, you can, actually. You can build inside the city. Okay, that's actually a lot bigger than I expected, too. Maybe we'll go down, like, on this end over here. Or we could put it... Oh, shit. Hey, hey. None of that, wolf. None of that, right? This is why I can't keep myself stocked up on armor. You see? You see, this is the things that I go through. Every single time I leave, I am a cat, and these dogs do not like me because of it. They're racist. They're racist-ass dogs. They're just like, oh, look at that splatter cat over there. I want to bite him because he looks like a squeaky toy. And I'm like... And it's gonna be awesome. I think I picked up some random stuff while I was... Ooh, frostberries, yes please. Anyways, maybe back here, actually in this corner, because it'll be... Well, we'll have a skull pile in front of our house, though I think that might lower our real estate values. Maybe not with the skull pile. Let's just do it on this end. I don't think the house gives you shelter, though, which is really sort of the worst part about it, is that you can put down a house, but house does not provide you with warmth when you're inside of it. Like, see, I'm of the opinion that the house should make you a lot warmer when you're inside of it. Is it the fences that are blocking that right there? It's got to be the fences, isn't it? Oh, that's going to look ugly no matter what I do. Maybe I'll bring a house back in and over here. House? Ugh! More zombies. My god, why are there so many zombies around this place? Maybe I'll just, like, stick it right here in the center, and I can be the center of attention, and everybody can just, like, calm down and talk about how great I am in the middle of town. How about that? No? Yeah. And so now we got to apply our components. Now I don't necessarily know if we have enough components to get this done, but this house is going to be pretty dope. And we are in a central location, a literal central location. So I think that should the time come when we have to unload this thing, we may get a pretty decent price for it. We may get a pretty decent price. Wow, I feel like I have so much wood right now, giggity. But I bet it's not going to be enough to finish this. Also, our house looks like it's floating right now. That's going to bother me. Oh well, what can you do? It's just going to fill in the texture. Oh, that's so disappointing if our house levitates. If our house levitates, I quit. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. What the hell is that thing right there? I don't even know what this is. It's just like a burned out stick. Oh, good. It's going to be a blizzard again so that I can't work anymore. Funsies. After this, we'll build this house, hopefully. And after building the house, yeah, that pretty much tapped out our wood supply. Luckily, we've provided ourselves with a place to live, even though it's slightly floaty and lighter than expected. Hopefully a strong breeze doesn't come through. Otherwise, we may never see this thing again. Let me throw the remainder of the logs on the ground over here. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to make an armor suit, actually. The best way to use the armor suit is only to use it when you go out on excursions. Like, don't use the armor suit at all while you're around town. Like, take it off and just be naked so that when things attack you, it doesn't destroy your armor. This is subpar. I do not enjoy this system. and I hope that it becomes fixed. Like, my ardent wish would be that your armor probably lasts quite some time, even if being attacked by dogs and stuff like that. Just let it last for a while, because frankly, the amount of componentry that it takes in order to make armor in this game, it is a lot. Like, the amount it takes is a huge amount to make even a simple set of armor, and so when they punish you like that, by making it break after like 3 hits, it's just like, well, damn. Either that, or if it's going to break so quickly, make it go into a broken state, and then allow players to make a repair kit, or go to a forge and repair it like they would in, say, like Morrowind, or any of those games. Just a couple observations. Come on. I thought I was going to have enough. I thought I was going to have enough, but I just couldn't bring it. My stone game is off. My stone, I should probably use that one right there, too, since it respawns. It's a freebie. It's a freebie. We still have a lot of stone left over, though, so I'm not that worried about it. We should be able to get our house done. If it levitates, well, I guess it levitates, and that's unfortunate, but it's ugly to look at. Hopefully it drops, because I know the forest had this problem, too, where the blueprint would levitate until you finish it, and then it drops, so I don't know. Nope, it still levitates. So we have a flying house in the middle. Yeah, this doesn't look so comfortable. Doesn't look so... Oh, it does give us warmth. Look, we're getting warmth back right now. I thought that the houses didn't. That's what I get for reading forums and believing the things that people say to me. Those filthy, filthy forum liars. Alright. So anyways, I guess that might have been added. I don't know. The last time that I checked the forums, they said that houses did not give you warmth, but now they are giving us warmth, so that's pretty cool. Let's cook up some of this meat that we brought back with us from our little adventure. We've got 6 bits of wolf meat. I almost said of wool meat, but that doesn't sound very delicious at all. We've got 1 bit of boar meat. For right now, I'll probably eat the stuff that respawns, like the frost berries. Just put a dent in our hunger for a little bit. Unfortunately, they don't give us much warmth, but it will fill up our yellow bar so that we don't have to worry about it any longer. What does that leave us with in our inventory? What needs to be sorted out? So we've got our bags, we got that. Ah, yes, we were going to do armor next. So the interest in doing armor, I mean, it's going to be pretty cool because we won't be nude anymore. And so seeing as I've spent like 80% of this series just nude, I would like to not be nude anymore. So here's our leather stocks right here. Here's all of our sinews. That's pretty much all that I've got. So whatever we can eke out of this thing right now is pretty much what we're stuck with. I'm hoping, I don't know exactly how the warmth system works because I've never created a full suit of armor. I've only created like one tiny little piece here, one tiny little piece there, or the stuff that I've picked up off the ground while exploring. However, before I do this, this building spawns like armor a lot. Like occasionally there will be like hauberks and stuff in there, so you should always check it before you go and like dedicate the resources to building a whole bunch of stuff that you may not actually need. Especially given my actual relationship with Murphy's Law. My relationship with Murphy's Law is such that the second that I build myself armor, it'll spawn like a full suit in there, and then I'll feel like an idiot and I'll have wasted a whole bunch of stuff, and so it is what it is. Let's drop some of this cooked meat over here. Just leave it on the ground. That's what a good steward does. Just leaves it all over the place. Don't put it in a cabinet or anything. It's a waste of time. Just leave it on the ground. I'm sure it'll be okay. And so there we go. We've got our stuff. I'm going to go back to the tool pile and drop that off real quick. Organization! The game. I have to be organized when I play games like this and Starbound and Terraria. I have to. Absolutely have to. Otherwise it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I just can't sleep. There we go. We'll throw all of our random tools over here. Unfortunately, they nerfed, so they only drop these sticks now when you kill skeleton guys. There should be skeleton warriors way, like, further out that way, but as of yet, I haven't had a chance to go out and actually, like, look for them. They're like, forts and things like that, like, out over there, and there's one over there that I found, not too far, actually. It's actually within eyeshot of that right there, I think. Unless it's, I don't know. There's one dragon, let me sit right here real fast because our cold is going down because it's blizzarding again. So there's a dragon roost right here. There's another dragon roost way down over there, and it's got a fort next to it, and it's got a village next to it. I'm not really super confident that I can find it again. I couldn't find it at night. I found it one time, and then I went back down there during the evening because I was bored. That was the dragon. Okay, I was about to get really, really nervous. Can I forge items? Because I want to still get warmth back, but I would like for this to... Am I still close enough? Am I getting heat? Oh, I am. Good. We can work. Alright, so since we have stuff, I would suggest, first and foremost, maybe that we make ourselves just a leather suit. I mean, we don't have... See, we're already out of strong sinews, which is the problem. We build one thing and we're out of sinews. I think they need to tailor down the resources required to make stuff as well, because right now the game is kind of a farmy mess when it comes to, like, building anything. Like, it just requires too many components to get anything done. The reinforced iron helm we could go for. It takes 10 wood logs for some reason, which is kind of a weird component for a helmet, but I don't know. What do I know about anything? I've never crafted anything in my life. What do we need to do in order to get... So the strong sinews, we can turn those into sinews. We can turn those into strong sinews. Okay. And what do we need? I don't think that I have the... You have to have... See, I wanted to make the wolf skin outfit, but the problem with that is that it requires high quality metal ore, which I just haven't locked down a whole lot of sources of. I've got medium quality ore, but the high quality is just... It's hard to come by. It is hard to come by. Let's start off... Got a Zed coming in at us right now. I can hear him. Yep, there he is right there. I'd also like to see potentially more items that you can make out of the dead zombies and whatnot. Just like basic picked bone outfits or something. Like something you would see the Picts using when you read like Conan the Barbarian. You know what I mean? Like just random, it's something. That's all that you can really say about it. I'd also like to see things that you can convert out of cloth because there's nothing like that right now. There was a thing called a basic suit before that you could craft that looked like it gave you like a small amount of heat, but it's not here anymore. They took it out in the last patch. I will point out that since the game, I mean, it hasn't come out actually. It's still pre-released right now, but since I got the game about a week and a half ago, they've patched 4 times, and each patch actually has like 15, 25 fixes that actually matter to the game. It's not dumb stuff like fixed text in this menu, you know. It's actual stuff that people would care about, but I guess I'll craft a leather harness for right now. That'll help out a little bit with our warmth. So for right now, I'm going to keep it in my inventory. But yeah, I like not being nude. That's pretty cool. Oh, shit, there's a wolf. And since I don't want my harness to break, I'm going to do my best to take it off before I fight this little bastard. Although I'm actually kind of glad that he showed up because I could use some more materials. I think wolves also spawn within proximities of you every now and again and then attack you. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's so frequent that I figure it's got something to do with the way this universe works. That kept our armor from being damaged. I'm just using it for warmth. That's all. That I don't even care about the armor protection that it gives you. I just want the warmth. I want to cuddle up next to it. And so now what we need are strong sinews. And so let me do a head count of what we have. So if we wanted to make boots, we need 2 leather hides. We have those, so let's make 5 strong sinew. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Probably make a couple of those. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. And then we'll make ourselves some leather boots. There they are. And then if we needed to make ourselves a set of leather arm guards, we would need 3 strong sinews. But we have everything else. So let's make some strong sinews. Okay, and so this should bring our warmth up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So that right there, let's just... Actually, I can do it from this menu. So we got 2 warmth from there, 2 warmth from there, 2 warmth from there, and then I'm going to build this helmet in just a second. So we need 3 strong sinews. So let's go 1, 2, 3. There's our strong sinews. We could probably... How many... What was that noise? How many of these deer fur things, pelts, do we have left? We have like 5, so yeah, that took us a lot of resources in order to get that done. So the next thing that we want to focus on will more than likely not be deer related. We'll want to focus on something that has like wolf fur involved with it because we have lots of that. Plenty of wolf fur. So we're going to need 10 logs in order to get this thing up and running. Do I have the inventory space? 2, 6, 9. Yeah, I have enough. Let's go pick up the remainder of the logs. See if we can make ourselves a helmet so that we have like both protection from enemies and protection from the elements. And I'm thinking just between those, we should be able to keep our meter from going down too quickly. What I'd really like to see is the meter actually going upwards. Like you're so well equipped that your cold doesn't go down and you can just run around looking for enemies and exploring for a little while and having a good time. Either way, it's gotten us like halfway through this episode trying to craft some of this stuff, so that's pretty cool. We were going to make the reinforced iron helm, and in order to do that, we needed lots and lots of low-quality ore. And I happen to have, actually, in fairly good supply, lots and lots of low-quality ore, so there it is. We'll go the reinforced iron helm. Bango. Boingo, boingo, boingo. There it is. So we've got... Let's see how we look. Let's throw it all on and see exactly how we're looking right now. Oh, we're looking pretty stylish. I mean, we still look a little bit rough around the edges. It definitely looks like some kind of weird blood monster uses as a snot rag. But at the same time, it's not that bad. It could be worse. Oh, the helmet's down in here. Alright, that's legit. That helmet's pretty badass. It seems like we're about to go into gladiatorial combat. So how fast, I'm interested to find out. I kind of want to go out at night now and figure out how fast this is going to drop off. Let's eat some food real fast, though. I need to go through, and in order to craft some food, we need to be in this menu. Make a little bit of wolf meat. And it's already in our use slot, so that'll be nice. I should probably run down a couple more deer while we're out here too, but unfortunately I just don't have the means to do so. Instead, given the fact that we only have a couple minutes left in the episode, I'm a little bit tempted to show you guys where you should be mining, because I found one of the nodes, and it's actually pretty nearby, and that also gives us an opportunity to gauge the efficiency of our gear. Does it break when we're just out in the elements? I don't know if it does. I also don't know if the warmth system is implemented, because it still seems like our meter is dropping pretty quick out here. I have no idea. I have no idea anymore. We're definitely going to need to chop some wood, though, in between episodes, so that'll be a joyous occasion. Because what do I enjoy? Chopping down the trees. So all we have left is not very much. We've got a little bit of wolf fur right here. Not the best stock. Little disappointed. Little disappointed by how much it took us to make something so simple. It took us a lot of stuff. There's that guy right now who's a leather worker in the audience. Like, you know how difficult it is to make, like, a shirt out of leather? I think it was right about on point. Like, well, but this is a video game. Always my argument, but this is a video game. I would always rather, if I was designing a game, I would always rather streamline and make it more fun than to, I don't know, is it called, what's the opposite of streamlining? Widelining? That sounds vaguely like, it sounds vaguely like a fat joke, though. Like, you call somebody a wideliner or something. It just seems like a dick thing to say. So anyways, let's see here. We need a hammer before we go do this. And so let me go grab a few of Thor's implements before we go find this ore. But I think you guys are really, really going to like this. It should be pretty cool. Let's go and, where's that hammer at? There's a hammer. I would bring a couple with you. I go through hammers really, really quickly. Well, no, skeleton, I don't want to fight you right now. I'm going to leave you behind because I don't want to break my armor on your soft, pliable, bony body. I guess those are the opposites of each other, aren't they? I figure in the next episode what we'll try and do is I'll try and go down the beach and see if I can find my way back to that random location over there that I found where it's got like the fort and some of the other stuff. Although it was in an episode, but I got rid of the episode because I felt like it was all just like walking. This right here is what you're looking for. So you see those blue streaks on the top of this stone? That's exactly what you're looking for. That means that the stone has more ore inside of it. And so if you're looking for more ore to bore, it'll make you sore if you don't look for this one right here. Let's see. We needed... Oh, that hammer's busted as shit. That's unfortunate. I may need to make a new one. Let's go ahead and get in here and see if this actually does better for us. I've mined out a lot of the rocks in this area, so some of them might not function the same way. There's a random stone right there. We're just going to do a head count for a second and sort of see how this goes. Because people have told me that mining on the stones with the blue ore have a higher chance. But in my experience, it's not that much higher. You still get a lot of refuse. And they're hard enough to find to where they're down along the beach. You just kind of got to look for them. But I don't know. I just don't know. So far, not so bueno. We're looking kind of bad right now. Watching out for that zombie because he'll get a couple hits in on me and then my armor will be broken and I'll be super upset because I wasted my time. Get some stone right there. Part of me just sort of wants to wait it out and see if it gets patched so that I can actually use my armor now that I've spent so much time building it. I think they may have erred a little bit too much. I get the fact that they wanted things to be like usable and like lootable and to be like expensive. But part of the thing about like using a lot of resources to make something expensive is that you expect to get mileage out of it. Yeah, so far, not buying. Not buying, but yeah, those little blue streaks are what you're typically looking for anyways. I think this one might be, I don't know, might not be what we're looking for. So anyways, we can go back down to the beach. We'll go back to our original campsite, and I'll try and run down the beach, and we'll see if we can find a better mining spot. But I'm thinking we're getting towards the end of the episode anyways. We'll just have a look around and see what we can find. I never really explore too well prepared, so if we're actually going to go out and try and find useful stuff, we are really, really, really going to need to pack a lunch. Seriously, pack like 20 meat whenever you go anywhere, just in case. Pack enough meat, and then also pack the materials for a campfire. Or at least bring the rocks and stuff you need for a campfire so that if you get desperate, you can make one. Because the game doesn't have like a simple campfire that you can make that like goes away after a couple hours. All you can make is the permanent ones, and so unfortunately, gotta bring the stuff along with you. So while we wait to get our warmth back up here, I actually think these ones count too. If you see how much white is all over the sides of these rocks, that blue stuff right there. This is the one we mined at the beginning, and we did have pretty good luck with it. Unfortunately, I may have to go explore a little bit further and see if I could find anything good for us to take care of. It's been very, very difficult for me to stay ahead of like the curve in this game and make sure that I always have enough resources to get stuff done. We're also kind of mid-blizzard at the moment, so I'd prefer for that to go away before we try anything else. However, we should have, I don't know, some kind of warmth bonus right now, I hope. What do I know about anything, but maybe. We have enough to make a campfire for right now. We've got the hatchets that we need in order to go out. I'll probably, in between episodes, maybe go back and grab a bunch of food And then what I'll try and do is I'll try and start the next episode off once we find something else interesting to look at, and that'll be that. So, that'll be it for me for right now, I think. Well, no, let's go ahead and... Does this thing respawn? I was going to say, I farmed this out a long-ass time ago, but I'm not so sure that it respawns. Let's try and find another rock first. I looked at my timer. I was going to try and break it off, and I was like, episode's a little bit short. Not sure I can get away with this one. Somebody will call me on it. Somebody will call me on it, and I'm not receiving at the moment. I'm not receiving calls, especially if you're dialing collect. Be like, would you like to accept these charges? No. No charges accepted. I don't need your message that badly. No, it's not like... I don't think I've ever received a collect call. That's like one of those remnants from when I was a kid where every now and again you'd be like, you have received a collect call from blah, blah, blah. And you'd be like, do you want to accept? You'd be like, Mom! Do we want to accept the charges, ma'am? And she'd be like, yeah, sure. It's your aunt. And you'd be like, okay. For whatever reason, you always shouted across the house. Nobody ever stopped what they were doing and actually, like, entered other rooms to talk to each other. I don't know if that's how it was with your family, but that's definitely how it was with my family. People was like, Mom! Across the entire house. And what was up with the tonality of the mom being said? Like, it's so tonal. Like, it has like a little sing-songy aspect to it that I just don't know is necessary. Like, you'd be like, Mom! Mom! Like, you could just, like, grunt it out real fast. I don't know. People don't make collect calls anymore as far as I know. I know you can still do it, but why would you need to? There's like cell phones everywhere. You get like burner phones or whatever. I don't know. Maybe in case you get stuck at like one of the last 5 payphones left in the United States. I don't see payphones like anywhere unless you're at like a subway station. Even then, even at like the BART station, you don't really see them anywhere. If you don't know what BART is, it's Bay Area Regional Transit. Essentially, it's like this janky ass train that'll take you into this. It's actually not that bad. I shouldn't talk bad about BART. I like BART. My few rides on BART have all been pleasant. I don't think I've had a bad experience on BART. Once you get into the city, your chances of having a bad experience go up. That looks about right. Let me see what we can get out of this one right here. I see blue stuff. And so I'm going to see if I can maybe work something out of these rocks before we end the episode. I want to show you the old... Damn it. Another stone. See, part of the problem is that white and blue look the same to me, too. So that's the other issue that I run into here. Well, there's a flint. That's a little bit better. Yeah, we're going through hammers pretty quickly. This may not last very much. I'm pretty sure that's the blue shit, though, that you're looking for on the rocks that have the ore. It's just... It might even be a perceptional thing. Well, there's a low-quality ore. I have plenty of those, though. I don't need low qualities. I need mediums and highs. I farmed, seriously, for about 3 hours last night and came out with maybe 10 medium quality and 1 high quality. I don't know how you would ever get enough to make, like, the ebon steel gear, unless maybe when you go further inland that way, eventually at some point you start to find rocks that have a better supply of the stuff that you need. I don't know. Our hammer broke. Unfortunately, as was expected... Yeah, this one's look like it's got a little bit of ore. But yeah, that's what you're looking for. Anything with the blue streaks on it is kind of like what you're digging around for. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Savage Lands. I look forward to seeing you all in future episodes. Take care out there, everybody. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going. We built armor. We built a house. Like, most of the stuff in the game is buildable. It's just finding things to do right now. I may take you all down that way and see if we can find the city and the fort, because I think that might be kind of fun. I think it might actually fortify our gameplay and make it a tad more fun. However, for right now, I don't know exactly what I want to do in order to keep this playthrough going, or if I even want to keep it going until it gets updated a little bit further. As of right now, I would definitely give the game, not like a pass, unless you're really, really, really into survival stuff. I would say to just like give it a month or two, maybe 6 months. Just keep an eye on the patching schedule. They seem to be patching really, really quickly in pre-release, and it comes out in 3 or 4 days. So I'm hoping that by the end of all this, when the game comes out in a week or so, they'll have another 2 or 3 patches in. Obviously, the game lacks for content right now. It also needs kind of like emergent content. The perfect example of that is like Terraria bosses. Terraria bosses are the perfect example of emergent storyline or emergent content because they constantly give you something to prepare for. If you have no idea what else you should be working on in Terraria, it should be your next boss encounter. And so you always have something to throw down and work on. And I'd love to see more like Monster Hunter-esque aspects added to the game. But nonetheless, I'm Splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode. We'll probably only do like 1, 2 more because there's lots of other stuff to check out right now. And frankly, I don't think that this game can support too many more episodes without becoming like mildly cumbersome. I'll see y'all later. Hi, do out there, everybody, and bye-bye.